Valorant.
Yeah, it's how well can you make a ham and cheese
Ascent is such a snooze fest in terms of comps. Yeah, I agree. In terms of comps,
this is where you have to
but
heavily favor
in terms
Loud,
of like
right?
actual watching, I still find it pretty entertaining, even though it's normally like
they've thought everything
normal
through
matchup.
down to the T, and running a mirror comp against CLOUD9, this is where CLOUD9 could struggle.
Yeah, all right. Well, the test is here for Loud. Down a map in a series, not a common position for this super squad. Can they come back, take this to a third, or will it be CLOUD9 finding the upset? We'll find out in map number 2 with Escalating.
That's so good.
Thank you so much to our friends at the desk. Yes, which team could do the bitter ham sandwich? I do it
Fist
with hot
bumping
dogs.
bears with the prime. Thank you, man.
going
Appreciate it.
on.
9 months.
Everything he says is you don't want to hear it.
Thank you for the support.
They talked about it at the desk. The dawn of time in terms of Ascent being around for the longest time. The
Yeah, he's going
competition
again with
also
another
being
one of them,
around for the
that's sick.
longest time,
Yeah.
pretty much in this year. So it comes down to potentially what Sean Garris was talking about before, Riv. The jet battle between both Leaf and Aspas. One maybe focusing more on the operator, the other one on the rifler.
It's Tony
How
as
does
well.
the team
Tony,
work
thank you.
around these two duelists to win the
Thank you for
second
using your
map?
prime on me, Tony.
Honestly,
Appreciate that.
it
2 months
becomes
since
a
Luck
match
Up. Thank you,
of the
dude.
initiators or the follow-ups, right? You're almost looking at
Alright, let's see what
the weight
Leaf's
on the
got for
shoulders
us.
of
Let's see
who's
what
behind
Aspas has got for
Aspas
us.
and Leaf
Could be a
to
straight on
following up on
jet
these
off.
kills on the
Oh my
distraction.
goodness.
Chaos they're making.
There's
We're
4
going
people
right
pushing.
The chaos starts now,
Dude, they're
and it's
so
chaos
fast at the
moving outside
moment.
of B
Oh
main.
my god, they fully caught
Smoke
them
coming
off.
outside, just trying to pick up the spike if we can, and we're finding just right
Oh,
back
it's
through
just
smokes.
that's one of the
Absolutely
craziest
absurd
pistols
gamble
we've
to go to
seen.
B.
53
Everybody
HP,
is
22
there,
HP.
all
We had a
five. The only one that was coming
9-person
into
Jord
mid
in
was
this
Rooney,
area.
and
Oh
already
my
to be at
goodness.
tiles, but okay, Spike is pushed back, and Loud now have to make up a strat with 2. 30 seconds into the round.
Only one cloud burst available for Aspas, who's under pressure long range to
Damn,
start
you get
things off
so
against
much
Zelsis.
information being here.
And all these footsteps from Leaf. Gonna call that out.
He's
a
heard
rotation
this.
from C9 that was attempted to go from
Yeah,
B
he's had
towards
the
A,
running
just stays
on
planted
top
out
of mid
towards
so
B.
that everyone rotates
Funneling
over.
everybody
And
right
then all
now
he has to do is
towards
hold
this
middle,
stack.
see if they push, and then he can
There's
just
still a lot of time left here for
rely on
Loud
these
to try
three.
to fight
Especially with the
back
flash, they know
towards
for
mid if
sure
they want
they're
to.
both sticking together and doing this as well.
Identified by
So.
the flash, they can slow
Lee.
play for Leaf here.
And the last one!
Oh god, that was
One
crispy.
lead
Okay,
with
I was a little bit
4
worried
kills,
when he
and
faced
that's
out,
how you
but
start the pistol round
when you're
on
that
Jet.
good, fair play. Man. That's a nice start.
That was.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Is
Thank
this
you,
just
Leaf.
this is just what he does on Jet, isn't he? Just gets 18 kills in the first 6
set of
rounds.
a player.
At least it's not just me that he does it too.
Absolutely incredible stuff here. And Cloud9, what an aggressive off-the-rip strategy. When's the last time you saw 4 members of a team push that hard?
On B main, yeah.
Usually you take the B main space, you put an alarm bot forward, and you play off the tag that the first guy gets who's standing in the open. But
When
a
was
new
Leaf
look
on
already.
Jet last?
C9 is going
I don't
full
know.
aggression here to start.
At least I know
off.
about it.
Now
It's
they'll allow a little bit of
2021
space for
jumps.
Loud as a B hit comes in, and Loud's looking for the sheriff shots.
Good shock dart too to break the nanoswarm in the beginning, but a recon dart to
Look at
retaliate
the
coming out
shock
from Rooney
damage. What the hell?
is
Is
damaging
that shock
Loud.
damage?
Loud's attempt to get into the site.
Either
Look
way,
how
the spam
low
is just
all of their HP are in this post plant.
Honestly, B gets pretty tricky to take, especially if you have shots
Yeah,
on the right
they've done so
angles.
much damage to them. Maybe there's a
You
small
are in
chance
the
of this
site,
luck.
and it's going to have to be
We'll
Leaf
see.
again, causing that chaos to start it off, Vansili, and the retake is on.
Nice shot.
Talk about that sheriff in the back. That's Aspas on both house. Underhand flash, full blinded into
Oh,
the
they're
site,
hitting
but
some-
the
oh my
cavalry
god,
is
they're
here
hitting
for a
shots.
bit. Aspas still holding in the back of the site, 2 versus 2. A timing to come in. And it's up to Tui's now. One-way
gotta go for
smoke
his
that
own
he
one-way.
threw in the beginning is now
devastating.
encumbersome for himself. As we're sticking on to the fuse, only one more to go.
he
17
didn't get
HP.
half.
A fake TP, and Zelsis has to stick onto the plant.
Oh my, what a sick round.
Full clutch! As Loud answer back to tie up the game.
Getting
What a
into the
sick
site,
round.
I think,
Aspas
was
did
the biggest
incredible.
thing there.
Tui's
They
as
could
well.
get
Both
themselves
of them
in with
together.
that much firepower, even
Joined
though
up to hit
pistols,
some crazy
they
shots.
knew they could give
Kinda wanna see
Cloud9
the
a
replay
very
of backside
tough
here.
time to
Maybe we get
back in. I love the thought
Let's
of
see
Loud
Aspas,
there.
right?
Play just as aggressive, right? They came out
Okay.
swinging just as hard as Cloud9 did in the first round, so a little bit of their own medicine. And Tui's with a beautiful 2v1 clutch after his smoke cleared there on the defuse. Crowd loving that one. We're definitely going to get a game out of this as we get a thrifty
Yeah,
already.
he was lurking. He shot the alarm bot, and then they kind of killed the pass on B
Fast
main. I
utility
think
too at the
that
beginning
was
of
the
this
person
round.
that killed this. I'm not sure, but he decided to do
Zeppa
this.
answers back with a 0
It's
point. to suppress 3 players. Long range with the
so much
Marshal
money in this
trying
one
to
for
tag
Loud.
some players into
They
the smoke.
did get shut down over towards A here and trying to get out,
Loud
but
sees that, hears that,
they
and falls
managed to...
back.
And they didn't use
And
dash
they
as
still
well,
have
so this is
Sadok
kind
0
of nice.
point, right? That was full team identification smoke.
So,
what are
as
we
you can
dealing
see,
with? Can we go
Rotation comes in,
deactivate
but
Zelsis
C9 right
on
now
the
will be
other
thinking
side?
either cut
And we'll
sound
see if they can
or
get that with the 0
rotation. We
point
don't
now as
really
we
know
come
until
in.
they get some info.
CLOUD9 just running in like he's T-1000 in Terminator. Just rushing through here towards this
0
B
point
side.
misses.
3 players are there, but the Sheriff. Rudy gets the first. Looks back for a second one. Try to let it with the second and does. But his teammates unfortunately just around him full. A late flank coming in from B main, and Les is watching at least from the other side of the smoke. A bait will out for him to come out, but he flicks away for the kill.
Nice flash.
Pop flash from the game position onto Zeppa. As we stop the bleeding, Les take the lead.
It's pretty good damage. Oh, they pick up the Odin as well. That's nice though.
Very
okay,
nice
so 2
push
gun
in.
rebuys
Little
and,
back and forth.
double armor rebuys.
Like I
as well,
said,
so
Loud
nice
going over
from
towards
Loud.
A, keeping the initiator
I mean, nice
utility
from
safe
C9
and
as well, to
sound
be
so they
honest.
can make
Right.
sure it is a bit effective.
Can't buy
towards
next
B.
round, can't buy
Why
next round,
also
can't buy
does Rooney
next
buy a
round.
gun?
So swing round comes in, they
That's
got the
just a quick
attack
question
Odin
I have.
out.
The sheriffs are absurd.
Aspas
with
is
fires,
close
honestly.
to knives,
You
so
just keep going for that. It's like
there's a
headhunter,
chance that
6
if he
bullets,
gets 2
you're good.
kills or basically 2
Talking
orbs,
about that
whatever
with
way,
Cooper at the beginning
he
of the
might
game.
buy
Yeah, there's
next round.
probably going to be a lot of
They might
ecos
force
and
next round.
thrifties in this game between C9 and Loud.
I don't doubt it.
Especially,
It's a good
again,
chunk.
a map that's mostly commonly played. With
Power
the most common comp
contacts.
so far, it just now comes down to who's going to land the better shots.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many ways you could default, only
Not
so
really a
many
chunk,
ways you could
but-
execute into a site. And this is where great opportunities for great players can shine.
Damn, just
As shining the
be
sight,
it.
couple of flashes being thrown on the attack for Loud.
Oh,
The timing on Les to open things up and catch Zelsis with that in his hands. A wall
this
bank
is a
coming in,
nice hit.
and that's
They have
Loud
all this hit, and
over
then the
B site.
recon goes back as sight,
Loud
and they have
playing
an
to the
Odin to
util, but I
spam
think
it.
also knowingly
That was
playing to
pretty
the
sick.
less numbers that CLOUD9 has. Usually that Killjoy will be pretty off on the
Yeah,
on an
I was
island
gonna
by
say,
himself
that's
with
a
the
nice,
utility. So
it's a
yeah,
very
if-
nice
if
B
you
hit.
can have Aspas breaking through again, the secondary scalers coming in being the really important ones there as they Aspas works the switch. Then CLOUD9's left in that retake position right now, much harder than you get on split to squeeze into these angles.
Loud's chasing.
Yep, they have to get back to the spike
Yeah,
on
maybe.
this one.
Because of
It's
the
a good B
thrifty.
hit though. I mean, I wonder
Crossfire in. CLOUD9 again with the Odin.
wonder how often they're
Leaf
going to use this
activating here the
until
dash. Denied right away.
C9. Like they could
As it
just splash
swings
this
out,
until C9
attempts
can
for a
prove they
kill.
can stop it. We'll see.
It's all up to Jake.
Might be a little bit risky against the
Of course, the round's going to come in for Loud. Big check mark
Okay,
right now for Loud.
they
Keeping
save
the
one.
economy
Yeah,
low
they
for
save one gun
C9,
for
and
sure.
off
Just
the
checking
thrifty
if
that
he was going to
they've
die or
gotten
not.
doesn't allow C9 to get this operator out early into the game on a defense here for
Dude, that
CLOUD9.
looked so weird. That looked so weird.
The Odin, CLOUD9 still has it, and they keep it. Okay.
I mean,
Thanks
he's
very
owning
much
with
for
it.
this. Yeah, why not? He is owning with it, getting the last few, and it makes it so hard, especially once you can set up for post plant, and CLOUD9 finds a spot to lock and load.
Yeah, it did. It literally looked like a robot. That's
Just
crazy.
watching right now where Les is going, staying on and just out of activation range of that turret. It looks
Okay,
like
so
they're
for
gonna
the
pull it back, so they have a
eco-
different call audible
they go for
right
a
away from what
mid-crunch.
Loud was initially going to do
Loud,
here. And they
but none of
find
it to
Killjoy
straight up A
over
hit.
and they go
Is that
just like it's B.
twice now that they've tried to
C9
go
were just
A on the
looking for a mid-hit.
ecos? Yeah, it is.
A gamble to
Twice
try to
A on the
pressure in
ecos,
that area
everything
on
else has
their
been
eco.
B.
Jake with that
They
single
wanted to go
phantom
A on the
that
other
he's safe
eco,
in
but
that
they got
previous
shut
round.
down and felt like that.
4 players
I mean, they
looking
got
for the
shut down
flank
in the
and aiming.
chokepoint. So
Spotted
super
by the
simple
alarm
from
bot,
Loud
left
at the
behind
moment.
by Les, who now puts
Ecos.
it through it. Nice
Ecos
recon
over
dart
towards
comes
A.
out though, and a big paranoia.
Oh my
It
God.
gets stopped right away by an Omen smoke.
Oh,
left.
that-
A dark
oh,
over
it's
towards
huge.
A main.
that all actually saved them.
Sadak is forced out to use his null command. Les still gets the opener, so that's the rifle down.
Oh my gosh.
And after this, look at just how C9 is. Don't let anybody escape off the radius of this spike.
That is so funny.
Unfortunately, off these timings, they cannot get any kills at all. Only one.
That was kind of crispy.
As Loud now put 4
He was
on
wondering
their
why on
attack.
earth he couldn't
I feel like they're
jump up
looking
there.
for Zelsis, and not because like Zelsis is having a hard game or anything, but again,
Nice
they're
rounds.
playing the
What do we
numbers
do?
game based on
Okay,
the
this is
way
the time
you
our
would
MC's
set up
just going,
again.
guys.
Like
They're
the
going
Dev said,
B
these
on the
basic
buy rounds,
fundamental
and they are
comps.
going
You have
A
KJ
on
mostly
the
alone,
equals. You need to watch
somebody
out for
kind
it.
of lurking into a position that will help. And
Did
then the rest of
they
the team
save enough
guarding
money to get
Cap
Leaf
and
and
A.
Op?
And wow,
That
Cloud9's
wasn't
like, oh,
looking.
Zelsis or Loud's like
I was
Zelsis.
not
That's got to
looking.
be 1 or 2 people. We have 5. Let's go. Playing
This
the
also
numbers
gives
game.
Loud
That
now a
really is
chance
what
to
it's coming
change
down
it
to.
up if they feel
And
like
it was
they've
big
been.
from Loud. You have to give credit to the
they feel
thrifty
like it's
pull out
been
there
sussed
because it
what they're
stopped
doing.
Cloud9 in their tracks. And
So maybe you'll see them
they
go
were
over towards
tough
middle because
to
not
even slow
too much
down
middle at
on
the moment.
split. So Loud had to start early here.
Early timeout 2 being called down by Cloud9. For the last 5 rounds that we've seen, lots of aggression coming out and control on the extremities of Loud. Successful push that they've gone on the pistol, and the attempts that they tried to go for mid control, it wasn't too much coming out from Loud. So I wonder if even for Loud, after this timeout, will it change?
Okay,
Will it try to
that's-
fight towards mid? And look
Looks
at that,
like
you
we
just
got
saw
our
that
answer.
screen
That's
from
Leaf with an
Finally,
op.
we have enough economy to bring the operator out on the defense.
I didn't see that. You're getting me excited. That could spell a little bit of mid play here, honestly. It will be at least the cat to mid play.
Okay,
We did think that Loud
do
might try
they
to
keep
throw
with the
something
original,
different in here, but
or
once they
are we
brought this
going to
comp,
change it up
tried
as
and
well?
true that we see on Ascent for a
Now
long
we're going
time.
to change up, actually go over
We got
towards
a more
middle.
basic
This
game
is nice
still.
from
Mid
Loud.
play could be difficult and go
Oh.
up to what is the layers of
Is he
taking
going
out
for this,
alarm
or
bot,
is he-
backing up, re-hit again. We did see
What's
that
he
be
going for?
pretty effective for both teams on their split matchup just this, a few minutes ago.
Well, that's good
great
info,
detect
and they probably
actually
were on
coming in
top
from the side
of
Loud to find out where Leaf
if
is
he can
gonna be
afford
and
an op or
probably
not, so
predicting
that's a
he's
huge
purchased that
amount of
operator.
info once they hit that.
Could move out as aggressive at the beginning, but now their support from
Drone to
Rooney's.
set him up to get
Owl
info.
drone into ping come out. Stays very quietly behind Sabrosa stairs.
Nice smoke. Okay, now they know he's still short as well. Reaction from that is not
0
too
point
much.
already
They
came
don't
out
want to
from
stick
Zep
around
at
in this
A.
area because the most
So
likely
Loud
rotate is here, so
staying
they
back,
decide to
making
go over
sure
towards
not to
short.
hit by any of that utility. Loud right now, kind of on the info game. They would get a +1 or 2.
Damn, they walk contact short. Damn, they're so aware that
still
he's going to
wanna play
rotate
to
over
it.
towards middle that they
Adding
walk contact
pressure.
short when they had the op
Where
hit.
usually teams would fear it.
Respect.
Now up towards Cat, Van Silly. They're trying to push through tree into sight.
Yeah, even with that paranoia. Loud now showing their hand,
That's
showing
some
that they want to
ballsy
go
calling.
for. And they hit into the A site, planning for A main. Early paranoia comes out though for the defense. Aspa's trying to gain space on the top and does get the kill through the smoke. So that's the operator down. Hunter's Fury available, so we have to fight quick for C9. But Aspa still fights in.
Zeppa.
Zeppa then close for 2 of his own. Looking for
Oh my
that
goodness.
third one, but it's still a trade-off on
Oh.
different parts around that site.
5 HP for Zelsis.
Cloud9 stuck on a 2 versus 1.
Oh no.
Low HP is Zelsis stopped.
No, they won't.
Flicks back towards heaven. And he's running away. The timing that he has on his Hunter's
Oh, he
Fury.
had the chance. He has ult.
And it's up to Rooney.
They
I
both
thought
had
he was
it.
just going to insta ult him.
Tap onto the spike. There's that Hunter's Fury.
Shoot it back.
And he fights back. It's a Legolas battle. And now
No,
back
if you're
on
going to
the
ult,
top
use
onto
the ult.
spike
You
to
should have done it when the
Joe
killjoy
Spot.
was
And
up.
it's gonna be
Ah, that's a
Cloud9
shame.
versus
That's a shame. He could have definitely won this.
Silva. And it's
Right, had to be in this
Cloud9
area
the
with the
Red Bull
ult. I think
clutch.
he could have won it,
Oh,
but
we are treated
unlucky.
to a
Nicely done
dueling
from Loud.
Hunter's Fury
I
battle in a
respect the
1v1
calling on
there
this
to
round. It
end
was
out.
very
Kalzine,
bold. They were
more
very
arrows in the
aware
quiver,
that
comes
after
out
that
on
shot was
top, and
taken, that
that
this
is
was
a
going to
heck
happen,
of
and
a
they walked
round
up
here.
short.
They set a good pace at 5-1 now. We are seeing such a flip of the script here. It seems like that between game talk has righted a bit of the ship for the side of Loud. And this Odin. Oh my God, we were all feeling that. And
He's thinking
MC
what I was
with an,
thinking.
"Are you
He's
serious
literally
now?"
thinking what I was thinking.
That
If
wasn't
you
the
were
play
gonna
to make,
ult,
but we all
you
love
had
it.
to
Thank
ult
you.
and time it
Here's the
when the
push again.
ult was
Pistol
going to
round
go
from
off into the
Cloud9,
net.
basically.
And once again, the same kills, less falls. And C9 already taking that player's advantage to reposition themselves. Loud looking to
Just
re-hit towards B,
inexperience,
though.
yeah, a little bit. It was unlucky,
Shock dart to break utility towards B main.
especially with the miss
Already
shot
with
over
the
towards
flash.
side, right?
Another swarm coming in from Loud.
Devastating rounds.
No command down. Out on the defense for Zeppa. Canceling that utility as a trade comes off. Still an opportunity to res Zeppa.
Oh my word.
But it's that Odin once again.
Just a clothesline through the wall.
Trying to get this kill on switch. And finally we stop that Odin to the cost of the KO falling, but we'll take that any day of the week.
Tui's again.
2 versus 1, fake TP into the
Damn.
corner. Leaf is ready.
Okay.
And C9 finally fight back.
Yeah, Leaf did great.
Stave
It's
off a
also,
bit
it's
of
also
the bleeding. They say thank you. This lives on. Brotherhood of the Traveling Odin now. We'll see where it goes next.
Still, though,
Skousin grabs.
rough half at the moment for them.
One for himself.
They
Actually
finally get some
purchased
money
out,
with
I
that.
believe,
It
from
helps a
Aspas
lot
there.
as well, especially with these two
That was
stacking
the
up.
drop. And Rooney gets
Up against
his,
a lot of
so,
orcs, 2 away
little
from
bit of
KO.
B defense?
Attack
no, Rooney
Odin,
brings that
still
over
here.
towards Cat.
Wallbang for B-Link.
Yeah. Interesting. See if they can get somebody in tiles with this one. Spikes drop. Loud's going to play it very slow on this round. And just see what kind of picks are going on and make sure they can figure out if there's still an off
Little
anywhere
EG
on.
in that one.
Wasn't sure if the money calculated for it right away, so Loud searching.
Went for the EG, nothing there.
A nice 0 point to
Oh
start.
my
on
goodness,
that wine
the
area.
indecision. He's lucky that it got one.
Big pressure up towards A main and the Odin. Rooney's only able to get one. Weak insight towards the A site, but thankfully it is
Damn
Zelsis in there with all of that utility from Killjoy. Aldrone trying to
It's a bad sign when you
spot
see people
Zelsis as
second
he's
guessing
trying to
themselves.
delay with his KJ utility. And it's denied for long enough. Look at this flank coming in here from C9. Zelsis even gets a first kill.
This Odin's disgusting.
last
This
two
Odin
players
on
looking to
attack
flank
is looking
towards A main.
disgusting. Did they expect him this fast A main?
Timing can
Not
happen, and it
at
will.
all.
Lockdown still up.
Oh.
And Leaf just gets the kills. Just get detained, it doesn't matter. Spike wasn't even planted. And that's a nice flank. A nice flank, rather, and a nice hold
It is.
by Zelsis and
Okay.
A.
So really
He's
cool
really
thing to
saving
point
them in
out
a lot of
there
these
is we
runs.
obviously saw Loud get kind of picked apart throughout the round, and they didn't have Aspas to dive in there, right? It was
Yeah.
about causing
Learn
the
how to
chaos.
IGL,
It's almost
just
like you see
watch
Jet dive in and
loads.
kind of poke all
Watch,
KJ's
watch,
util,
watch,
so
watch.
it gets angry. The team following up knows
The
exactly
pretty
where
much
they
the
go
what I always say when
and
people ask
can
me
move
this is
into
like just
safety.
watch, but then
Here,
also
we saw
watch
it was
rounds back
Loud
and watch the
slowed
minimap. So
by
like
all
watch
that
a
utility
round,
this time.
watch
They had to
here,
find it
then
with a
watch the
few
round again
members.
and watch the
rotation
minimap.
came
What
in from
caused
CLOUD9,
what
so
rotated?
having Aspas
Like,
in
what
this
caused
composition
what?
is
And then
super
you get a better
important for
idea of
every
what
round for the
to
rest of it
do.
to work. That
They'll learn
jet
pretty fast that way.
is needed.
Always been very fast, this time on Paranoia, null command, and a dash already into
If you
sight.
want to IGL.
Recon guard, beautifully done. Celsius gets the kill onto Aspas. The plant will still go down here on the attack for A main. No ults for the retake for Cloud9. Such a late rotate back, and that's the Aldrone, so that's going to help clear things out. Force C9 to push a little bit more quickly towards tree.
Damn.
Waiting
Timing's
for
getting
flashes,
real
yeah.
low.
Everything about to come out in retaliation.
Utility still available for the delay. Fragments set out
Very
from
low for
Sadak.
them to just be
A
dueling
peek
now.
coming in from Leaf. Shock darts once again to delay on the pulse plant on the attack. There's still so much utility left from both teams. And finally we engage. But that clock is ticking out onto
Yeah,
that
I mean,
spike.
this feels
and
like
it's still
a-
gonna be loud all over that
feels like a
scoreboard.
sideshow
One
time
more to
meme.
go. Stopped by Tui's.
Last player standing.
That's
Just a
nice.
clear
They take
case
that
of
one.
The right delay util. You saw there were still flashes ready coming out of Sadak there. One short one on Jenny to deny the first play. Shock darts coming, and then a long flash again towards
Been a
tree.
lot of hesitation
By that
this
point,
map.
we were at fast speed, so the pressure was on.
Yeah.
And Loud created a really nice situation to be able to capitalize on another round for themselves there. 6-3 here. Looks like we're going to get a tech pause coming in, and it gives a little time, no real talking to happen, but time to think about what's going on and sort out these situations. Loud again, finding themselves headed towards where Zelsis is. As we mentioned, it's just
MC broke his monitor.
that numbers game they're playing.
Damn, it
understanding.
nearly made me
Mid
spit out
hasn't
my
even
drink.
been touched.
Yeah.
Right? They're finding
Exactly.
a site.
I'm not sure
choosing
he's a
site, and I
monitor.
think once or twice.
I'm not sure he's a
Loud
monitor
has
hitter.
actually re-hit a different one. Other than that, it's been where they start is where they go.
Yeah. Especially on a B main, if C9 are deciding to push towards this B main themselves, here comes a battle, reassess what happens after. But if it's going to be just an A site hit, they've been doing
Confidence
really good
team?
here for Loud.
Yeah, for
To
sure.
just add that
Also,
pressure and
you
get
gotta
these
kinda
first
bear in
bloods, these
mind,
first kills, to just allow the explosion into the site. So
Been a
C9
team for the least time out
maybe
of
have to
every
find a way, maybe fight
franchising
back towards the A
team,
main.
right? I
Of
think.
course, they can't really talk about it
So-
right now. And
Right.
To get
it is
every
a
map
tech pause that
as
we have.
confident
Looks like
as
it's,
like their best
gear
map
coming
might
out
be a
from
little bit
Jake
hard.
as they're going to try to fix that up. We'll get back into the game momentarily, but
It's like this isn't shooting headshots like Rooney's. Can we fix that? how does Rooney do that? I'll take that mouse. We'll get that fixed up for him. But you're right. seeing it how Loud is kind of able to switch up from game 1 to game 2, start to orchestrate this in their favor. And it's good to see that without...
I still have to break the monster? No.
Excuse me.
That's a
without
fine
the
for
double
sure.
controller comp or something they're innovating on, they can just rely back on things that they know how to play.
Chat,
flip
nice to
that
be one
back
of
into
these.
the composition and feel
Gfinity.
comfortable with it here.
Just coming in to sorting the tech
And
issues.
also when you're looking at
How long
even in
ago?
the later
10 years
rounds
maybe?
when, you know, C9 don't want to play aggressively anymore. They finally have the operator coming out from Leaf. The explosion that still comes out from Loud on these hits is
I think
just
I
too
even
much for
had
Leaf
to
get a
fix
good
Sean's
positioning
PC at one
before.
point. I can't remember.
There was an opportunity a couple of rounds ago
Something
when
like
they
that.
had that owl drone to come out, and Leaf had a forward position, and we actually did have a spot onto Sadak when we were able to ping that for C9. But the protocols, the discipline from Loud to just stay behind, just trying to see if Cloud9 will continue to push forward after that. They've been reading this map really well here for Ascent.
A lot of the rounds are coming down to the 1v1s too. We're seeing, obviously, we had our Hunter's Fury duel, and then a few more rounds as well.
Yeah, I did
considering the
loads
zone
of
that's
stuff.
coming into play.
I did
So,
loads of stuff with COD.
with the way the game is flowing overall, if we kind of take a look at the money, Loud, if they lose a few more or win a few more rounds, even with going down, they could be in a pretty tough money spot. And so Cloud9 is what I'm trying to say has been doing quite a bit of damage. But still,
I used to
haven't
do all
found
of
the
their,
ground to get these rounds up.
So we used
Looks
to have
Loud
like
is
the
just too
code of
comfortable,
all of
too relaxed.
the new
just chilling.
releases. Right, we would
remember
fly around to
yachting on
different
the
countries
first
with
map
the
before
code of
we
the
got
new
in, where we're
releases
getting
and
the
just
agents
go
to,
to like
waking up now and then out just chilling. He's
either
in
press
the zone. It's been
show it
working out
off
at
to
least
like
for Loud.
press people so they could check it out, or
Similar
like
storyline of what we've seen on the
Gamescom or
first map
something
on
like that.
Split when you mentioned, hey, 7 rounds on attack for C9 looking pretty
Right.
good. 6 rounds on attack here for Loud so far.
But yeah, I used to do a lot
Looks
of
pretty
Gfinity
good.
stuff as well.
And there's unsung heroes from players in both teams, and I think it's again on that Sova. There's been a lot of good pings coming out from both Rooney and Kawadzine that allowed so many of these chaotic battles to happen into these sites.
I mean, at this point, it's
That's
really
one
you
fun
have
jobs
to
like
rely
that.
on
You just
almost
gotta
the
start off-
utility because
start
the
off small and
rounds,
work
the
your
hits
way
are
up,
taking
basically.
place within the 0-point cooldown. So yeah, you can get your KO to have flashes, but at that minute 20 mark, you're kind of relying on
Yeah, we had a
to be
mental
up or the
coach.
drone to still be there on retake. So I think that's also what Loud's kind of working around, knowing if they have got a bit of that.
I'm not
signature
sure that me and
utility, I
Dan
think
ever
they can
recorded
work
the
around
second part
as,
of that
Cloud9 kind of starved
podcast.
for information when the time comes, waiting to those
I don't
pressure
think
cooker
so.
moments where the fast beep already hits and they're trying to get into sight.
And it's been fast rounds, intensive rounds coming in back and forth from these teams. As much on the defense than on the attack. But this technical pause will definitely cool them a little bit
Who's
more.
the
And
NA
to give you a bit of
Baba
an
on a-
update here, chat
about
and
down?
crowd. We basically have latency issues that we're looking to identify. So we're just going to make sure that everything's going to be okay before everybody can head back into the server and we could actually get into the continuation of this matchup. So for more on Cloud9's Jake and his aggressive playstyle, we spoke to a guy that
Why
knows him
coaches
pretty well.
aren't allowed on stage like
Here's
League does?
Zelsis, the teammate,
How does?
to
Are
talk
you
us
sure that the
through
coaches are
what
allowed on
Jake's all
stage
about.
in League? Isn't that just for
I
like
think with
agents? Or like
Jake, his playstyle is it comes back to like his decision making. He really likes to fight and he has the aim for it. But he's really
They are
also
in
good at like
CS. Yeah, I know
understanding
they are
when
in
he has an
CS.
advantage. If we're down an advantage or like playing the map, he just reads the map really well. So he'll take a fight if he thinks he has to or something like that, and we all trust him to if he doesn't hit it, maybe next
we
round
used to
he'll
sit
take it
behind
again,
the
he's
teams.
gonna
That
hit
was
it,
that was a lot better.
So we put a lot of
Like
trust in
sitting
him with that.
not close enough
I think he just
to
likes to.
have
I don't
any
know
kind
if
of
he knows
cheating
he has
stuff
good aim or
that you
what,
can do in
but I think
CS,
he just
but
likes
close
to
enough
fight.
that you can
And that's like a
can at
good
least feel
trait
part of
to
it.
kind of have as like a rookie or like a new kid, because a lot of kids.
Yeah,
are,
I'm
like,
not sure
scared
what
to
the
fight, and that, like,
original
hurts them
decision
more
was
than
to
anything,
change that
but
up.
he's,
I
like,
liked being.
He doesn't seem scared.
I
to
liked
fight,
being
so
on
that's-
stage. It was
I
fun.
think that's a good trait.
Get a good experience. Chat, I'm gonna run 2 minutes right now. Rory, thank you so much, Rory. Rory854 with the Prime. Thank you, dude. Thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, tech phones. Yeah, probably Weber. The bot doesn't like that word. Yeah, it's owning you. Nah, I don't want to really talk about much of how I do anti-stran personally. I think I like my method with anti-stratting. I don't really want to give it out to the world at the moment.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for your patience as we're still waiting to catch up here to the lead and see on the screen. We have a chance to still continue to talk about the storylines between now currently Loud and Cloud9. Coming from the
there you go,
first
Web
half,
is giving it to you. Watch the
coming
VODs,
in,
tell your team what they do 100% and
Cloud9
you will
won
win.
that first series
It's as simple
on
as
split
that.
13-7. Loud has now shown a very strong attack on the
Speaking
second
from a
half here of
person who
Ascent,
just
and
antied
already we're going back
K-Corp,
into the game
I
after all.
imagine there was a
It
lot of
feels like he's in the
100%.
driver's seat here. It looked like Cloud9 was running Loud around, and now
Respect.
Loud,
Well
they're
done,
playing
respect.
their own game. On the back of Aspas, diving into these, the team is just on a tether, coming in as long as they have less on the flank. Here again, we're probably going to see it. We found a bit of the util,
Okay.
wait on drone, and
Back into this one.
activate Aspas. There we go.
Dashed in now into the Cloud Burst. Second one to play around the dice. Utility now being broken. A full open site for a plant.
Dude, they just get it. They are
C9 once
every
again
single
have to
time
go.
just getting all
Drill
the way over the
protocol
site.
for the retake.
Yep.
He's ready to slow down once again. Another one of these rounds where there's just too much utility on the attack of
Yeah,
the
the
post
retakes
plant.
have
0
not been
point
here as well.
paranoia.
That's a
Fragment
great
still
recon.
available on the attack.
Dude, I'm really liking
Cena
this
just
attack
trying to
Odin, I'm not
find
gonna
the
lie.
right timing. It's off Rooney's recon dark potential, but the flash recon coming in. A drop in towards hell. Leap opens it up, but it's still players of Cloud9 following.
Damn. What flash was this?
The cheeky little
Yeah,
fragment hook
they are
shot grenade
all
that
over them.
landed onto
Do you know what?
heaven
It's kind of a
really
repeat
cut
of the
off what Leaf
first.
was trying to
It's actually
promote
just,
with the
it
two
feels like a
members up
repeat
there
of the
at
first
Cloud9's
map in terms of
defense.
how Loud are playing. Obviously, they didn't get
Beautifully held by
to
Loud.
off to
Like you
as
said,
good a
it's just
start,
smattering
but like
of util once we
they
get
are
in
just
here.
C9
Especially
can't
on a
hold
take like
sights.
that where
Loud
nobody
couldn't hold
really went
sights
down,
on
so you're
split.
expecting to see the rest of it come through.
C9
So there
can't
goes
hold
the
sights.
sonar bolt.
There
You
hasn't
see
been
that
much
little flick up
mid-pressure,
there by the
nothing like
fragment,
that.
and it just allows Loud to separate Cloud9 beautifully.
They just
on the
don't get
retake.
contested. They get over towards
was
the
clean.
site and their after plants are
That's
too
what I'm
good.
saying. The
They're also
unsung
getting
hero
into
is not
site
only
with
on Coward
too
Zine
low
with the Odin,
util.
but every time
So they
they're
have so
entering
much
these
to
sites,
just
those
delay all
shock
the
darts
time.
into the ground nullifies any
This is
type
a
of
worrying
utility
sign as well. It's the
C9
third
has
time
on
we've seen the
hold.
B main push.
Again, one more round where they're trying to hit towards B main.
Yeah,
Look
they're
at
getting
Loud.
it- they're getting
Identify that.
exposed a
Rush
little
into
bit
the
here.
A site.
Rinse and repeat.
ADSing though, it's still Leaf. Okay, gets this thing onto last.
Nice kill from Leaf.
Gosh.
Extra gun to
Plant
pick
still
up and
comes
throw
in
the
for
other one
aiming.
to them, so they
Alright, Leaf on a
they
vandal.
rifle and then
The
the
rest of the
stinger.
team,
In terms
Stinger's
of
still
this,
picked up
all
and a
for the
sheriff there.
retake,
So they
and they have
actually
to go
have
here,
from
but there's a
shadows if
solo,
they wanted
right?
to night vision here, mess with it.
That knife actually stopped the Hunter's Fury for a bit too, so this might allow the lockdown to fully come out. But playing towards Wine, playing on a big flank, huge kill by Zeppa. Now here comes
And
a
they
fight
had the
towards
nade line up for it.
Last one is towards
Respect.
A main. finished off by
Damn, they're
CLOUD9
all over
again,
them.
and Loud are just...
Nicely handled.
Oh
I was
my
wondering
God.
why the ult
Looking
wasn't
too
coming
good.
out. Now
Always
Nate comes
an
in.
answer to every
It all
type
makes
of step
sense.
that C9 has.
You took the words out of my mouth. An answer to
Loud are just
everything right now.
walking
Even
onto
when they try to come
sites.
in with a lockdown to make plays,
Surely we
Loud
just
has already thought
3-2
about it.
heavy hold.
8-3 here. Looks like
Forgive
we
me
could kind of
to
get
exist
an
for a
even
bit.
for the same first half we did on Split, just with Loud taking the lead. Hunter's Fury there is going to be up for CLOUD9 and Rooney. Maybe we'll get a dueling 1v1 again. And Sadak versus Leaf, it is 12-13 up there with the KJ. Aspas still fragging out. Everybody on the team for Loud has really been participating.
4
to
people
get
waiting
this.
for the B main
man.
push. Can't blame them
And now they go
after
to
seeing
B,
it
right?
3 times.
Yeah.
We
Knife
haven't
goes in,
seen a
recon
B
goes
to
in.
A,
It's
but it is
nothing.
the 0 point that makes
They do
C9
have a
think
knife here
it
though
might
that
be
landed
A.
relatively fast,
That's
so you know it's
exactly
not
it, and Zelsis is
cross
actually in
map.
range of an ultimate too, so all of that utility once again fully denied.
Find the Killjoy.
Hunter's Fury into the site. Counter coming back on the defense. We still have players inside B now for C9. Leaf opens it up at the staircase. Zelsis on the top of the box. He's never
What's
been
going on
spotted.
this round?
It's now the spike being down. Leaf trying to delay. A fight towards logs as Les stops
Oh boy.
him. Spike still looking to get picked
Okay,
up
that's
here.
probably a
out in the
big
open.
jewel.
Owl drone coming out too, and Loud doesn't even care about the spike. Rooney now. And another attempt to clutch. But there's so many bullets in the chamber here with this Odin. A little bit of a love tap. As the recon comes in, he gets pinged out. But Tui's has triggered this.
This guy
Did not
in
swing
B-main
out
is
yet. Only
incredibly
swings out
patient.
now
Holy
to
hell.
get the kill and put
Yeah,
Loud at
insane-
9
insane
versus
half from them.
CLOUD9's 3.
Absolutely incredible first
Definitely
half coming
feel
out from
fully in
Loud.
control. It does feel
Really
like
working
C9
the
have been a
Odin
little
to
bit exposed on this
huge
map.
effect, but also sticking with the game plan and not letting CLOUD9 disrupt it at all. Aspas
Yeah,
goes
felt like
in.
Jake should have had
Once
some kills now.
activated after the shock darts, like you said, clear utility. It's clear ground. And the post plans for Loud here are huge.
Man, it still looks too good from how... I mean, I thought we were going to play that range coming out here from Zelsis outside of those nanoswarms, outside of the
Yeah, I
Null
like that
command, but
Odin.
it's
Right.
too good here for Loud.
I like that Odin. They make
And
it
now
look
it's
really
back
good
to the
though.
death to see what they have to say on Loud's performances.
Cloud9 had a strong start in this series, but it would appear that Loud has woken up as they look incredible on the first half of Ascent. And Sean, it started off strong with them winning one of those eco rounds and just snowballing the momentum with their hard side executes.
Yeah, it looked like CLOUD9 was going to bring something that we didn't expect, right? Came out the gate with Leaf getting the 4K, but they got eco'd. And this is so devastating for a young team like CLOUD9 because they started so well. They have a game plan for
honestly,
their pistol,
Blue Bird,
probably bonus, probably first gun.
I mean,
But when you
yes,
get
it would do
eco'd,
enough
it
damage,
throws a
okay.
wrench in everything.
It
So
should do
this is
enough
the
damage, yeah.
round that really turned the tides of the half, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, at this
Them
point, when
getting
you're just
eco'd,
up by
yeah.
this many rounds,
Still would have
starting
been
on
a disgusting
Ascent
half though, by the
attack,
looks of
with
it.
how much this map has trended into just being a defense-sided one, things are already looking so strong for Loud.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked about it before the game started, with the head-to-head being important, Leaf being on the jet. And he has stepped up. So most of the rounds, the few that C9 won, were just straight up Leaf went crazy. I mean, the pistol, that later round where they were in the 2v2 and he was able to win that out, even with the pressure of the lockdown. And Aspas, on the other hand, he hasn't really had to do much individually yet. He hasn't needed to go crazy.
Yeah, there was a couple times where Aspas got caught by like a recon ping and spammed through a
Except for
smoke. He had
Leaf.
some kind of unfortunate rounds.
Overall top
but it's the
3.
structure within Loud that they fell back on those hits. He doesn't
In
even
just
need
NA
to
or
have a
all of
good game.
Americas?
Whereas Leaf
We're
is
talking
popping
just
off,
NA,
but
then
CLOUD9 doesn't
I'm more
have the
inclined to
structure
say,
to
yeah.
follow that up. They don't have the teamwork yet on Ascent to do that. And it's only going to get harder going into attack.
Yeah, it's going to be a really difficult one for them. Cloud9, it almost has to be a pistol, has to be the conversion off of that. But right now, this Loud squad is looking incredibly strong. Maybe, though, Cloud9 has something cooked up for the second half of Ascent. We'll find out as we hop back into things here with your casters.
That's exactly it. C9, a team also that could thrive under chaos, and that's Leaf initiating. That's also Zeppa.
Okay, C9 have to win a
initiating as well
pistol
as the KO, but you have young fraggers
with
just
how
like Jake.
little they
Who's
had
in
into
collegiate
this.
scene has been
I
playing a lot of
think
duelist roles too, so if you
That
want
might
to
not
see the
even be
aggression
enough.
that comes out from
I don't
Loud
think
from the
it's done,
first half, we
but
could definitely
we'll
see the
stick
same
with
thing
it.
from C9, and it's looking, at least for C9, all of the players, all of the pieces leaning towards this B site.
I mean, that's,
Hello. There's 5 on 0 point.
that's a good
No
amount.
util, but Lee still gets the opening kill onto Aspas. So duelist versus duelist, the head-to-head. One more onto the tally of Leaf. A dash in to hit the switch, closing that door, trying to get a timing. But instead, it's just going to be Sadak waiting to knife out that door, allowing Cloud9 to get into the site, and a safe plant.
Util for the retake's
Deja
not
vu on
bad.
pistol
5v4
round.
is going to be hard.
Let's see. C9 has the hold as
Let's
well.
see what we've got.
Frenzy
Got a
for the
smoke,
retake.
double shock,
3
recon,
players for Loud.
omen flash.
And that's a big paranoia that could come
There's
out here.
one
Riz.
shock. Oh, that's grim.
Oh man, these shot darts are still looking pretty good here for Kawadzin. There's that paranoia to
hit
come in. That's
four?
gonna hit them
Oh my
like
God,
a
it hit
bus.
four.
Joey still gets the kill onto Leaf before he gets hit by that paranoia. Loud answering back, but it's still a 2 versus 1. Sadak tapping onto the spike, spraying with that frenzy, running out of bullets.
Nicely handled.
and
Okay,
that's
well,
Jake
step 1
with the
complete. They got it.
classic. And C9
I said
get
I
the
still have no
pistol.
belief, but let's see.
Holding
Let's keep with
steady.
it still.
Nicely done.
To not get
Honestly,
ecoed.
powering through the first kill. 5 peak on that initial archway to B. They're able to get a quick frag there, and I think that gives them the confidence here. Yeah, right through the wall, gets the ping as well.
Yeah,
so the
4
sonar
pistols.
bolt, everything coming into play on that one. And I don't know if you noticed, but another shock dart went through door as it was closing and nailed Sadak. So there were so many layers to that to chip away at the side of Loud, making a retake.
Custom
even
in the
harder.
future? Yeah, big time. Dude, I didn't expect
Kawadzin has
C9
some good
to
ones
look
too
that
for
good
the
on
retake.
split.
Scanning ahead.
So the unsung heroes are once again being the Sovas. And C9 trying to make sure that they don't get thriftied another time. Only 2 shares this time around, and 1 less as Tui's
That's a
falls
huge
from
kill
the
on the
hands of Jake.
smoker as well. No one shot this recon though, so
Maybe our first mid play here. They start to tempt it.
oh, with a classic.
Classic Sadak with a classic.
I mean,
and
even
then
another.
Seppa's going to trade that back with a quick stinger. So a 1v1 in mid, but it still
What's the
leaves
timing like on this push?
Loud a little hurt here with 1 more down.
Silence.
Jake still
Almost
watching
sleeping.
that flank, the aggression for
Almost.
Kawadzin. 2-player advantage for C9, still holding it very slowly on a default. Checking every corner. Spam, paranoia.
One suppressed.
It's good though. So allow you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're
knife
loud
goes
and you're
in,
on
they're
an
gonna
eco,
think
you
that
want to
he's
try to
A main.
instill some fear. Make
With that
make C9
information,
think
just
you're
straight up
around
group
every
to
corner.
Bs
You
is
stall out
nice.
the time. If
There's
you
a
get
gun
them
up
into that
middle.
really tight
That's the
moment on
main thing
plant,
that Loud
it
are
may
going
just
for at
be
the
a
moment.
headshot that stops it in
Again,
time.
they just want to try and do a lot of
Playing
damage,
back, though,
so
it is
they're
going to be
going to
less
let them
giving the
plant, get the
space. It
gun,
looks like they'll go for what
try
is the
probably
eco
kill
damage. And
in terms of
hey,
once
if it
they
hits out there, Zeppa,
save.
maybe they
Or
keep,
try
they
to
keep
kill
going
them.
with confidence.
Wait, they don't even go for
Okay
the gun
to
middle?
take their time. There was still so much for C9 to move into the site.
Okay.
Less connecting onto Zeppa before the dark cover blooms. Door now being closed.
Spike planted.
As both players are allowed now grouped together towards market. Shock dart coming out from Rooney.
Placing sentry.
No damage done. As a turret first contact to see if anybody's pushing forward from Cloud9. All 3 players playing inside the site. But Loud still wary of a B flank. Checking every corner. Stinger close. As he dashes in to clear it, so use that to clear towards B main. You can really see it from Loud. They're gonna let that spike go off. Just have C9 blow up within
Yeah.
that spike. Recon dart to clear towards the close.
Through the gauntlet.
There's one.
Damage. Oh,
there's
it's
all the
good
kills.
damage. One
Nice
upgrade.
setup. Very nicely done. Really playing for the long game here, especially
2
with a few
upgrades,
rounds in
really
their
nice
favor
from
the
Loud
first
going
half.
into
They
this
can
one.
Start to toy with the economy, knowing
Do
they can't
they?
get the round,
How
but
do
get
they?
some
How does
weapons.
C9 approach
That's
this?
gonna start
Bonus
playing
or
into what they
buy?
want to do.
Yep. Okay. Straight up, massive round here. The big swing round.
20 seconds just to think this through. What
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
don't know
do.
why I questioned
Sadak
it.
with
They
a
bought when
great game
they
so far.
had 2 die on
Leaf,
split.
see if it can happen. We're waiting for the gun round to come out, you know, and do they go back to the just diving forward, following each other? Right now, it's a very similar setup to Loud at this point,
Okay.
where they would be
Let's think.
going
What's bonus
forward.
2-9?
Less
Yeah, these
armor
2
though,
can buy. So.
maybe to be had in this situation.
He's been playing with a node in the whole game.
Points. So good from Sadak right now.
Especially Loud playing
Early
with
8
the
control, just going for the
Phantoms,
full 1 at the
mainly
moment. I
using
did
these
not
rounds
see
for
how many the knife
rifles.
got.
It's actually quite good that they damaged the economy
Nice
that
nade
low
coming
here for
out.
C9 in their round, which is supposed to be
Might have hit the
a bonus,
did hit the drone,
but
right? So
losing
that
this
stopped
one
the
here
drone
would
from
break
getting
their
any kind of
economy.
space. There was a recon here that cleared all of B as well. And I've got 3 at the beginning. Okay. And that explains why we
We
don't
got
have
Rooney
this
close
and
to
this.
alt orb. Plant, orb grab.
Okay. Just card of sound,
Definitely
making it
Hunter
look like
Fury
they
for
could
a
be doing
post-plant.
this,
Cloud9
this,
has
whatever.
to start layering these situations because Loud is not letting them in with every member.
Knife goes in Omen here.
Flash is being thrown. 0 point also counteracted
How do they get
by
out of the choke
Loud.
point? We still have the
Another
dash.
smoke.
Leaf
That's
does
what we're
use dash as
talking
well.
about,
Okay,
Phantoms
they have
through
to go
smokes.
like
Yep.
mid or it has
Do
to
a
be.
lot of damage here, but
has
it's
to be
still the
somewhere for one
duelist
of
that
these
comes
now
out
with
of
no
it
dash.
wounded. Both Aspas and Leaf. As C9 are looking to sell this fake, Zeus is moving up towards the alarm button, actually now being met up by
Jake
the
looks
spike.
very ready for this
Less
reaction on short.
ADSing towards the switch.
Nicely done.
And JK opens it
And then
up
they're going to go back to
This
A.
might be
This
a
is a nice
huge pivot with
mid-rounding.
30 seconds left. But look at Loud already rotated towards A.
Oh,
You thought you were getting your
all
first
over them,
mid play of
though.
the round, but it's not. They're going back
73 HP.
to the game, and it's going to be shots coming in. Tui's does
They're not
it fast
they're
to
not going
stop
to expect two,
Zappa,
yeah.
but they're
Jet's
still going
gonna
to
get
make it in.
low.
This plan's
Oh,
going to be
46
tight,
HP,
Van
maybe
Silly.
not.
And Aspas is still at Generator, gets that first one onto Rooney, swings across,
10
and Zappa
seconds.
answers back. 10
Oh
seconds
my
left
God.
on the clock.
Shock.
Shock darts coming
Okay,
in.
too much-
Will it
too much
land?
HP.
Will it kill? It will not.
Didn't even hit.
Plant now comes down. Count scene also picked off.
Loud.
ADS by Loud.
Oh, God.
Back to a 1 versus 1. Zappa jiggling out towards this Generator. As Les is looking to put this turret down. Now spotted. Still on top of heaven.
4 bullets.
And Zappa will eventually get the kill.
17 HP.
What an attempt by Les.
That's what it comes down
Cloud9
to.
getting a very much
This is a
needed
very
round,
nice
but
try from
both
Les.
teams suffering heavy losses there. Oh my, this actually
Yeah, I mean,
is
that's,
even
that's
better that
pretty
Loud was able
huge.
to delete
They
so
don't
many
have
players
too
on
many
that
people
Cloud9 round than
survive,
the
but
other
this is
time.
the round in theory
Even
where they
though
can
lost it,
stack some up.
everything in
Econ.
Ascent is coming into play in the economy. Loud doing all, or less doing all it could,
Yeah.
and Zeppa able to lock down that one. So you see Zeppa as well. Null command is up there. Maybe usable here in this next
Mars
round. to deny
1954. Thank you so
a
much,
little
dude.
bit of
Appreciate
take
that.
from Loud.
3 months in the.
And they're playing into the
Oh
zero
God!
now. They're ready
3
to
months
fight
in,
for it.
months in this
And
low
it's a
club.
judge close.
I'm so nervous.
Altroll pings him, so he's going to try to run out of it. But it's going to be Rooney.
He really had to force that one. Nice, nice,
As Leaf gets the
nice
headshot
drone.
to Aspas.
Nice shot on top of that as well. What the
I mean, you
hell?
see it all over the place. You have Spectre by sheriffs into judges.
Mars,
and
thank you so much for the 3 months,
Bulldogs on
mate.
the other
Appreciate
side.
that.
This is going to be a tough one. It's getting scrappy, Van Silly.
There's
Back
a lot
at
of people
Forza
here as well.
Generator, but we have a lure econ.
Nice round for Leaf. What the hell was
Another
that first
4K
shot?
for Leaf
Okay,
into the round.
good
It
amount
was
of
looking
ults.
to
They
potentially
kept
be
3
something
people
good for
alive. No
Loud
armor
because,
needs to get reported for
yes,
those 3 as
C9
well. So
won that
good
previous
money
round, but it
was
was
built
still
up
very
here.
costly.
Aspas gets
Yeah,
his
even
up
pretty
out.
low into a
Killjoy
buy,
ult.
but thankfully
Nice
here,
kind of
in the
close
end, we got
KOs.
Ascent.
Not too close. But
You got Leaf through.
in
Like
terms of
Wyatt said, you
attack
gotta take
ults,
note,
they
a
have
lot of these rounds are kind of
Sova
star
geared
power
up to do a
rounds from
classic
Leaf. And that's tough if you have
eco
to
at the
call
moment.
upon that each time to be getting these.
potentially.
Still, obviously,
We'll
the
see.
rest of the team coming through. Ultimates to be used this round, but have to give it to him so far. What a play on this to start bringing the rounds back. Let's see how the 0 point at A works again. A few rounds in a row, Cloud9 is
It's a
got
eco.
caught by
It's
it,
actually a
seemed
eco, isn't it?
timid
Am I
on the
recon going
retake,
here?
And then played into
It's
that
the
0 point.
eco.
It was like, okay, what are you going to pick off it? Trying
It's
to
a
read what
classic,
Loud's
an
doing.
absolute
You're
classic.
so quick towards that cat area. The tree is already taken over.
Odin, Paranoia,
Oh,
nice assist
that
as
flash
Kautzin
was-
gets the pick onto Leaf. Start things off. They haven't identified the operator out from Aspas yet. C9 still looking at pressure to break that Killjoy utility into the A site.
Spike retrieved.
The spike just got heard being dropped down towards the tree for Loud. Got to go back into defaulting at this point now for Cloud9.
Timing.
Heroic play attempt by Jake, who does get the dink onto Les, who's down to 1 HP. Punisher down on the attack. As everybody's rotating towards the B site.
Nice,
A TP
okay.
in the back.
Nice round.
Rose
And
still
all over
connects
towards B.
onto
They have a lot of
Kautzin.
space. Bomb is middle.
And there's
that's
Les,
a
that 1
huge
HP
kill.
falls. A timing
That
for
is a
Aspas,
huge
potentially to move
kill.
towards the market.
30 seconds
Even for
left.
Sadak inside the site. And that's Jake Castro back onto
Holy
Tui's.
hell, there is some really important chores coming into this round. It's so
All
wild.
over
That's the
place.
spike. Still not done.
As now the spike's down.
Has knives if he
18
wants it.
seconds left.
This is doable.
Aspas, who missed a few.
Yeah, no smoke
is
on
landing
this.
all of these.
Oh, nice 1v3 from
The
Aspas.
Red Bull clutch to save the round for Loud.
You cannot give him a moment with an operator. Aspas comes up with an incredibly big round to shut down C9's 4 in a row here on the second half. That was imperative to have happen. And you can see the tension of the last peak. Well, is trying to make the trade, trying to make the reload as the operator racks the last bullet. But Aspas too fast, too ready, too clean, and picks that one up. Injects the O face into the crowd. What a clutch. Back to A. Back to kind of just swarming this play for a little bit with the flank here of Zelsis to make sure nobody's getting a good read on what is actually happening.
Right, where are we at?
You gotta
Yeah,
get
he
Aspas
had no
already
smoke.
peeking
He had
out.
no smoke.
They're gonna
He had
know
no
that
nothing.
mid to A is probably the big hit.
I checked it.
Heard that off ring across the B main, breaking the turret for Zelsis, so that's good call. Going to be the call for C9 to move now towards Generator inside the site.
The
Immediate
timing of
trade
these
coming out.
KOs
Les is still
from
dancing around the
Sadak
Generator. Still two players
is
angry towards the back of the A site.
disgusting.
The crossfire is perfect. That turret's still up. That turret's so busy. Can't deal with it. And finally, Zelsis fights
That was
back.
such a nice
but
round from
Calzin's there for the
Sadak.
assist.
And that should have built this one up a bit more, chat, because they go down
Really,
to eco
I
from
think
this.
looking from
So
Les's
most
point of
likely,
view there, it looked like
the
there
timing
wasn't
of
enough
this from
Cloud9
Sadak
in the
was
take,
sick.
right?
Literally
Les
waited for
didn't
him to
have
commit
really turn from a
and
flash,
then
from
ulted.
much, was
So he was
hiding a
in
bit
the
back
side with
towards
a classic.
where, you see that null command coming out right in front as they were able to shut a lot down with it. But yeah, Les in such a good spot. To
That's
just have
twice
clear
now he's
shots
used the ult
firing
to
range.
cancel the jet
And
knives
we
as
see
well.
these plays coming out once again from the A defense, and that's going to be a C9 timeout.
Timeout, it's got to be a huge timeout. They haven't got the best money. Someone was on 4, I think, so they could have a hero gun if they wanted
used
to.
here by Loud. As for C9, it's okay. Well, trying to hit towards these sites, you think they're able to make it in. Small differences that we see towards these hits from C9 versus Loud on this map
Yeah,
so far
there's-
is that
I mean,
lack
it's
of
just
actually silver
new team
utility to break
things,
that
Peanut,
Cajun
really.
utility that's being placed up here by Les.
Just kind of being relied on is kind of triggered and then running by it after the delay happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like they might just be kind of wanting to, obviously, but banging their head against that strategy.
The Tara, yeah, Tara was
Coming on
having
at
a field
they
day.
are forced to battle against the bit of utility or use their own to make that layer work. So maybe we'll see them head away from that for now and work a bit more of the map. Already we see in their setup, easy for us to see, that they're organized towards B with just Leaf hanging out towards A. So I think Leaf, they may start getting these lurks on, these misdirection plays that we have not really seen from either team. Both of them have been taking the sites and hitting it. Where they are is where they hit. We said that first half, and it seems to be the case here. So maybe a little misdirection to start off on this.
Right. They get the
And
hero gun
C9
out.
changes their gameplay.
Hero rifle for Zelsis.
Yeah.
Lockdown available. Look at the nanoswarms being placed out on the defense for Loud. Very deep towards B
There
main,
goes your hero
towards the
gun.
sidewalk, and that's
Someone else can
everything
pick
that we
it up,
just mentioned
though.
at the beginning of the round, fully denied
The
by
Odin
the Odin
has
of Kaohsiung.
been really good. Oh,
This lurk.
well.
Too good.
The waiting arms of Aspas. Double cloud burst. Oh,
my.
Actually asked for the help there from B main. And gets it from the team.
So the timeout now.
That was kind of
It's
cool
for
to start his
C9 and try
POV
to
for all of
string
that.
back these
Okay,
rounds to see if they can bring it into overtime.
was this Nico?
The hero
5
rifle from
chances.
Zelsis didn't work out. Everybody else saved the round.
5 chances to close this out
All
in
of that
terms
in
of their
terms of the
ults as
economy,
well. Got some
allowing this
good
rifle
ults.
round to come in.
Good ults. They got the op money's out of control.
Cloud9
Going up
still
against the
putting
one
up a
ult.
huge fight on this map. Even though Loud, kind of flipped it to 11 as they came into this game. We're seeing nothing.
A menace
from
with
them of
Odin,
what
mate.
we
He's
did on
been-
split. It looks much more
It
organized. The
looks
Loud we know.
really difficult to play against.
The Loud that a lot of people expected to kind of take this in a 2-0 fashion, but
Yeah.
we look to be going to a game
Best
3
chance to
here.
close.
Loud on game point. A lot of
Probably
ultimates
considering
being
how far
used
away they are
on
with these
defense.
ults. Oh, yeah,
Already,
that's-
Aspas just shuts down Zelsis. That's a quick one with the Blade Storm activated too.
Another lockdown dropped early, this time by Aspas. As I've mentioned, now into this second map is the Aspas that we know and love. Not missing a single shot on the operator. Even the Allen drone denied by teammates inside the A site. Less utility
Yeah,
used with
it's-
4 Cloud9 on the attack.
Drone out as well.
Facing the map loss. Loud looking to fight this into a third map on Pearl. But despite being down with a minute left, C9 has not gained too much here in terms of map control.
I'm down for a pearl
with that
match.
timing.
Roll it in. Let's go. Still cautious.
Oh!
Damn.
Les was always ready for that one. Jake falls, and that's no smokes.
Yeah, that's probably no
Timing
smokes
off
for
the
Spawn
0 point
now.
that was thrown before by
Killjoy
Sadak.
up.
Still very cautious in this play. Everybody's so far back. Like, take
this
the
duel like
fine,
in middle?
have it. We have the utility to
Right here.
retake.
And Leaf drops less, so there's no flank coming out.
Yeah, that's the Killjoy
Early
as
into
well.
this
It's actually a
round.
pretty big kill.
And we have an early push, an aggressive push from Zeppa at the staircase towards Market. And an opportunity here for these 3 players to come in clutch for Cloud9. 0 point answered back to initiate the retake. It spots at least Leaf into the radius of B main. Hunter's Fury then on to the defense, but there's that position from Zeppa. Lands onto the second kill.
Oh
Dodging the blaze
my.
to get the third. And counts in with the Odin. On the
I
ground.
tell you what, Leaf did great to bait him in
And
though.
Zeppa even falls back, running that clock down. Well done. But that now brings in the 1 versus 1. Rooney has to come up huge. The spray from the Odin. The tap onto the spike. And the spray still comes out. Misses that fight, but at least he's done his job.
He's incredible
The
with
spike
it.
will go off, and C9 will be able to win at the player disadvantage.
5 chances down to 4.
Cloud9 with a fantastic
impressive. It
setup
was,
there. No,
3v5.
I think knowing that Loud was coming in with the operator, they take a little bit of forward space. They don't want to just give that up and Aspas room to walk in, room to keep doing things. It is still the Bladestorm.
Zeppa,
but
yeah, Leaf definitely
everybody from
deserves
Loud
a
comes
shout
from the
out
same
for
side.
spraying
No
when they were
market
coming
hit
out
comes
to
in. So once they hear that plethora of utility
them
coming
look this
out,
way
they
as
know,
well.
oh, everybody's on
It's just
spawn.
kinda just
Everybody
spraying
can
this
turn your
angle
focus here. Confidence in the shots, confidence in each other, and Cloud9 pick up another one. That was a big round from Zeppa.
Op still comes out.
Command back
Still
up
have
there.
the.
You might
Oh, this was
see
a nice round to
Cloud
win
back
though.
up a little
2
bit
ults
for
out
this
of them.
ultimate ready as they get a quick check.
Did they?
And the 0 point also.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
not
did they
allow
see
an
short with
early
the little,
cloudburst to
updraft
get
at the beginning?
A pick here, or an updraft rather. Leaf fully denied towards the link. No command
There
coming
it
out.
is.
And we do have.
Oh my god.
The Odin coming out to drop Rooney. Spike now drop
Odin
Paranoia.
is-
Kaladin falls to fall back. Les also spraying through the smoke to drop 1. And C9 looking to at least regain that face as much as they could. Running into the
Yeah,
smoke.
you crazy
Jakey's
guy.
looking for
Has to make a
fight.
play though. It's
But
2v4.
there's only 1 left now pinged out. Leaf, you have a lot in your hands right here.
Okay, nicely
And
done from
you're
Loud.
gonna fall down for
C9
the
gave it an
Odin's
alright
way of
shot.
Kaladin once again.
Got a little bit
And
closer.
we are going to a 3rd map after all.
Man, like we got that video about Zelsa saying, here, just W. I like that he's pretty aggressive. He's
Yeah, just
aggressive,
on the
though. He
defense,
is
just could not
aggressive.
hold the site
Loud
at all.
punishes that aggression just a little bit, and we find ourselves going to a game
The Odin
3.
felt like it
With
was
Cloud9 and Loud
everything.
that
He used it for the whole
showed
game.
us some pretty impressive maps, but also they you know, Cloud had their number of Cloud9 on map 2, and C9